Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for Active Doctors Online February 2014 webinar. Today's webinar is going to discuss the benefits of a personal health record, or PHR for short. Today's featured speaker is Dr. Sahalski, who has been Active Doctors Online U.S. Medical Director since 2010. He has received a bachelor's degree and medical degree from Brown University and completed his residency at Johns Hopkins University. He is also the former chairman of the Department of Primary Care at Virginia Hospital Center and holds multiple university teaching assignments, including clinical assistant professor at Georgetown University. As mentioned earlier, today's topic are the benefits of a PHR. We're going to be discussing what exactly a PHR is, what are the benefits of owning a PHR, and how a PHR can improve your overall healthcare experience.
Perfect. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Greta. The first thing we want to answer is, what is a PHR, or personal health record? There's a lot of three-letter acronyms that are thrown around in medicine, particularly relating to electronic records these days. A personal health record is somewhat unique in that it is your record. It belongs to you as opposed to your doctor. Particularly with Active Doctors Online's unique PHR, it really is completely in your hands. I want to differentiate for a second between a PHR and an EHR or EMR. An EHR or an EMR, which are frequently two ways to say the same thing, are electronic health records or electronic medical records. These are records that are kept by your doctor. They generally have all of your medical information in them, but they are controlled, adjusted, and maintained completely by your doctor and are really there for your doctor oftentimes so that they can get paid more by the insurance company to meet certain requirements for what is now known as meaningful use. The PHR is the part of the electronic record that belongs to you. Now, oftentimes an EMR and a PHR are connected. The doctor, as part of their EMR, can designate certain things in the chart, but again, only very certain specific items as being viewable to the patient, you. So you might be able to log into what you believe is your PHR and look at certain lab test results, lists of medications, even diagnoses. But there are many, many things that are hidden from you because your doctor may not have designated them as being viewable by you. Again, although this is called a PHR, it really is not the optimal type of PHR. You really have no control over what goes in it, and you don't have full access to all of your medical information. Active Doctors Online's revolutionary PHR puts all of your medical information on your PHR. We sort the information for you. We separate it into different categories to make it easier to look at. We put it into a concise organizational pattern so that it is readily available to you in emergencies, and it is completely and utterly controlled and owned by you. All right, let's go on to the next screen, and we can take a look at all of the features available with Active Doctors Online's revolutionary PHR. This is your opening screen of your medical records. If you log into our system and go to your medical records, you or whatever healthcare provider you designate as having access to your records is going to see a very neat and organized screen to be able to look at everything that they're going to need to know about you to treat you properly. And in just a few seconds, your doctor can look at this and see all of the serious medical conditions that you might have. A little higher than that, above the gray line that says conditions, you can see 9 different categories. This gives you easy access to any surgeries you've had, your medication allergies, your immunizations, even your family, social history, and other medical observations are all there at a click of a button for very easy access without having to go from one PHR to another or, God forbid, through pages and pages of paper medical records. One of the key features of Active Doctors Online's PHR is that we are not merely a repository of information. We don't just take the information and it lies there unmoving, statically, doing nothing for you. We make the information viewable to you in a way that will help you stay healthy. So one of our key features is our health tracker, which will graph over time important variables in your health. For instance, blood pressure or cholesterol. We will take that information out of your labs and chart it over time. This can be helpful for a lot of reasons. Number one, it can be positive reinforcement. If you start a diet program and you want to see what effect that's had on your cholesterol, a great graph like you would see here showing how your cholesterol went down as your weight went down can be very helpful in keeping you on your diet and keeping you to your goals. In addition, for certain conditions like high blood pressure, you may want to see exactly how much that new medication that your doctor is helping you. So being able to graph out your blood pressure in response to different medications can help you make sure that your blood pressure medicine is actually working and, more importantly, working for you. In addition, our system also creates reminders where if you enter your doctor's visits, the upcoming visits into the system, our system will email you reminders to make sure that you get to those necessary visits. All right, let's go on to the next slide. So what are the benefits from having a personal health record like Activ Doctors Online's PHR? First and foremost is access. Your medical records are of no use to you if you can't have them when you need them. So by putting all of your information in one place and having that one place be online, anytime you go to any doctor, anytime you end up in the emergency room, anytime you take a trip to a foreign country, as long as you have internet access, you have all of your medical records with you, almost instantaneous. The second aspect of this that I can hear you already screaming out for is security. Security is very, very important, especially when it comes to medical data. And Activ Doctors Online has some of the highest level of security and internet encryption available out there. We have military level security, and our company was started by somebody, Florent Monceau, whose specific experience is in internet security. Security is and continues to be one of our top priorities to make sure that your information is not just available, but safe. A next benefit of Activ Doctors PHR is that you can share records. I mentioned earlier that you can give access to your records to your doctor. If your doctor signs up for Activ Doctors Online's PHR as a healthcare provider, you could automatically designate your doctor to have the ability to look at your records. And your doctor will be able to go through your records, make sure that all of your diagnoses are up to date, and find any valuable information that he may have missed from other providers that you may have seen. With Activ Doctors, you never lose your information. As long as you are a member of Activ Doctors Online, it doesn't matter how many doctors you see, how many times you move, how many vacations you go on, how many times you change doctors, your information always goes with you. Because of this, one big advantage of Activ Doctors PHR is that you don't end up duplicating tests. A lot of times when patients go and see multiple doctors or move from one area to another, the first thing the new doctor wants is a whole brand new set of tests because they don't have all of your recent tests and you no longer have access to them. With Activ Doctors PHR, that is never a problem. Your doctors can immediately see all of your old x-rays, your old diagnoses, your old laboratory tests, and even the medications, as I said, that you are on or have been on in the past. A key important reason why Activ Doctors is unique is our Medical Records Assistance Program. You're probably wondering at this point, how does all that information get there? And the answer is, we do all of the work. When you join Activ Doctors Online and you start your PHR, we will collect information from multiple doctors, sort it all for you, and place it online, again, in our streamlined, easy-to-look-at organizational pattern in a way that your doctors will understand, you will understand, and we take all of the legwork out of gathering all of that information away from you. In addition, with our ongoing membership plans, we will go back to your doctors who you see intermittently and regather the information. We're not just talking about the information that your doctors want you to see. We request your entire chart, sort your entire chart, and put it online. You will get to see every piece of your chart, as will any other doctors who you see, who you give access to your medical records. This way, you have your complete medical picture and not just a cherry-picked medical picture available to you at all times. Let's go to the next slide. So here, the title of the slide is A PHR Improves Your Overall Healthcare Experience. How can our PHR improve your healthcare experience? Well, one of the ways, as I mentioned, is that you don't end up duplicating tests. This is going to result in lower costs and lower copays because you don't end up getting the same unnecessary tests over and over. The other thing is because you are able to look at your entire medical chart and you're able to combine all of the labs and all of the records from all of your different doctors and see everything, it will make you a better healthcare consumer. You will be more educated about your health and are better able to participate in the necessary healthcare decisions. Let's go on to the next slide. You may have noticed the cell phone in the last slide. Activ Doctors Online, of course, has a mobile app so that you can take your health record with you at all times. If you have a cell phone with internet access, you have all of your medical records. And we're not just talking about the list that we showed you. As you can see here, you actually get pictures of your x-rays. You get all of your medical documents. You get your summary. You get your blood type. You get your necessary contact information. Everything that a doctor might need in an emergency as well as for routine care is there immediately and able to serve you when you need it. Let's go on to the next slide. We offer some unique benefits such as our online second medical opinion process. Sometimes you're in a situation where you're not sure if your doctor is actually giving you the best advice. There are some times that a doctor might recommend surgery and you're wondering, do I actually need that surgery? Or is the doctor just trying to do some surgery and make some money? We can put you in contact online with some top medical experts in whatever field from around the country and around the world. These doctors, who have no financial interest in whether you get the surgery or not, will look at all of the data, which has been carefully placed into your chart, and give you their best advice. In addition, we have an e-consultation feature. Let's go to the next slide. So I'm going to pass it back over to Greta, who can talk about our vision of Activ Doctors Online and how this might be able to work for you.
To wrap it up and really to complement everything that you've said, our services are here really to engage and empower our members. Everything that we offer, from a PHR to second medical opinion to e-consultation, we do so to really enhance and improve the healthcare experience of our members. And we hope that during this discussion and with the upcoming Q&A, that you are able to better understand exactly how our services can improve your own healthcare experience. One way to really, get the overall Activ Doctors Online experience is to go onto our platform at activdoctorsonline.com and, actually get started. You can try our services, our PHR services, for 30 days for free. What this means is that you will have one medical records assistant, so your medical records from one provider will be uploaded into the platform, and everything that we've discussed today you'll be able to experience. From a personal standpoint, I've seen so many doctors for a knee injury, two knee injuries actually, and being able to show it on my phone, whether it's to my family or my friends or my colleagues, I always get two responses. The first is, "Wow, I can't believe I don't have this. How have I not heard of this?" Which was my response, actually, getting in the industry at first. And then the other one is, "How can I get it?" And thankfully, Activ Doctors Online has made it extremely easy and user-friendly for pretty much anybody with internet access to be able to have their entire medical history, both visually, including doctor's notes, MRIs, x-rays, etc., with them wherever they go. Again, if you would like to contact myself, you can email me at gmartinez@activdoctors.com, or if you would have any more direct questions for Dr. Zahalski, you can email him as well at drzahalski@activdoctors.com. Thank you so much again for everybody that joined us today. Again, if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Be sure to also follow us on social media. We are very active with a lot of different social media outlets. We're always, trying to engage all our members, our to-be members. We're definitely active on there, and we can answer any of your questions. Dr. Zahalski, thank you so much for joining us today and for your very informative discussion on all the benefits of PHR.
Thank you for having me, Greta.
We will be posting our upcoming webinars. We usually have one per month. Be sure to follow us on social media to keep up with that. Thank you so much.